This is David with the Paranormal-Activity podcast. Um, I had a unusual vision this morning, and hopefully it's not going to end like the vision I had about 12 years ago. So let me talk first about the vision from back then. At that time, I was getting visions like 6, 7, 8 times a day, every day. I mean, they just wouldn't stop. So this one vision I had, it starts off, it's like in the forest, and all of a sudden I see this boy come out of the brush or the forest, and I still remember he had brown hair, he had a white sweater, and then he had real thick blue stripes across the front, horizontal stripes. And you could tell in the vision that he's scared. He's not sure where he is because his head's going, left to right, and you can tell he's lost. And then he just kind of runs forward, and that's into the vision. And then a few days later, I have the next vision, and it's in the same forest or wherever this place, wherever this took place at, is his mother, and his mother's she's got a frantic look on his face, and she's looking around, and I can't hear anything, but I can figure out what's happening. And so she kind of goes off, and the vision ends again. So the last vision, I think that happened about 4 or 5 days later, and I see the same set of brush or woods, and I see that same boy crawling on the ground, and I'm sure because he's dying from dehydration and exposure and what have you. And then it ends. So I didn't think anything else about it. I mean, I assume, the boy eventually lost his life. So roughly about 3 weeks later, I'm at work, and I'm talking to a friend of mine about an issue about one of the, what was going on at work. And all of a sudden, the boy that I saw in the vision is standing about 3 feet ahead of me, and I can see the side of his face, but he's not looking at me. He's just kind of looking at an angle. And his clothes are all clean, they're not dirty or anything. And he stood there in front of me probably, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 seconds. And at this time, I'm talking to this friend of mine, how we were going to resolve this issue. And there's the deceased boy, the spirit right in front of me. And then he eventually disappears, so that means he crossed over. So this morning around 6 a.m., I have a vision, and this is like heavy brush, and I see this boy and this girl, and they got a little bit of heavy clothing, and they come out of the brush, and they're both looking around, and you could tell that they don't know where they are. And I think from what I could see, because this vision probably lasted 20 seconds, and the one thing about this vision, normally when I have a vision, I don't have like a full screen vision. I usually have a smaller one. Well, this one was like about the length of my windows in my bedroom, one end to the other. So I could see all the plants and all the other things there. And I guess the girl starts panicking, that they're not going to live. And I can see the man. I think they were around maybe 18, 19 years old. I mean, I could be off a little bit, but they're young. And he's holding her face, and he's talking to her, and I'm sure he's trying to tell her to calm down. We can figure this out, that we're going to survive. But soon as I saw that, I go, I have a feeling, and I hope to God I'm wrong, this is going to be where they don't survive, and then I see them cross over. At least that's what I'm assuming, because it started off just like the other one. Now, when I saw that vision roughly 12 years ago in this vision, I don't know if this happened, like last week, last month, last year. Sometimes I have an idea what time frame it is, but this one, it could have happened a week ago for all I know. But I'm hoping it doesn't end up like the previous one where the boy finally died of dehydration and exposure. Uh, but then at least I did get to see him cross over, and I assume I helped him in some way to cross over because when he appeared while I'm talking to my friend at work, he's more than about maybe 4 feet away, and he's looking at an angle, but he's not looking back at me. But I think he was there to show me, okay, I'm crossing over now. So I'm hoping this other vision is not going to be a repeat of the previous one from roughly 12 years ago. But quite honestly, since it's already starting off just like the other one, I think it's going to end badly. But hopefully I'll turn out to be wrong, and they survive and all that. But I'm already kind of bracing myself that this is going to end up like the other one, because I had never seen another vision like that ever. And now this morning I saw basically was like the first part of the vision like I did from 12 years ago. So I'm hoping I'm wrong and that they made it and all that, but if they didn't, then they didn't. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is the dark cloud that's in my room. It was, probably 5 or 6 feet across and maybe 2 or 3 feet deep, and like I said, it looked like rain clouds or thunder clouds above my bed. But I noticed this morning that it's a lot thinner. It's only like maybe instead of 2 or 3 feet across, it's only like maybe a half a foot. But then I noticed the white light is really long. It goes from intersecting here at near my bed is, up on the ceiling, and then going straight back almost to the other side of the bedroom wall, which is probably, what's that got to be, like 15 feet across or whatever, 16 feet. So at least we're making progress on that. But I hope, like I said on that vision, I hope it's not a repeat. But if it does, well, I'm kind of already preparing myself, since it's kind of like a carbon copy of the one I saw roughly 12 years ago. But hopefully they make it, and because if there isn't like a part 2 or a part 3, then I think they made it. But we'll see what happens. But I'll keep everyone updated. So if this follows like the other one did, and I saw this today, it's Saturday, so I would assume if it kind of follows the same pattern as the previous vision, I'll probably see something maybe Monday or Tuesday, and then if I do, of course, I'll release another video. But I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I have a sneaking feeling that this is going to be a repeat. But it is what it is. But I'm hoping they're going to survive. So I appreciate everyone watching. Thanks.